everybody, Bob back, and welcome to my playthrough of Final Fantasy V, the Four Job Fiesta. Last episode, Angel's ship got swallowed by a whirlpool that appeared when an earthquake happened, so this guy's just reminding us, earthquakes occur often, and your boat was swallowed by a whirlpool. Ha ha ha, that was unlucky of you. Yeah, it was, and we're stuck on this island now. This island is marvelous. Crops grow without us doing a thing, even though it hardly ever rains. Water's never an issue. There was a great harvest this year, too. This is thanks to the blessing of the soil on this island. Go to the armor and weapon shop. We're not going to buy anything. We already got all the stuff that we need. So, could get a plumed hat because we're going to get a new class here. Sometimes I hear unusual sounds coming from the underground. It's scary. And a new class can wield the harp weapon, which you can buy here. But the new class can also use daggers, so we'll just keep using the same dagger that that Faris is using. So I'll turn Faris into the new class. Keep our two red wizards there in the back. Look at this water, even without much rain at all, it steadily flows up from underground. Stone-like monsters are weak against the soft item. My grandfather told me that. That's why I bought a bunch of those soft potions. Because there's going to be some enemies that are made of stone. We can just hit them with the soft potion and instantly defeats them, so. Talk with this kid running around here, he looks happy. I saw a black chocobo in the forest, but he was too quick for me. Black chocobos, if you played Final Fantasy IV, they are ones that fly. You're lucky you're tired from traveling, I'll teach you a song. We learned the life song, the first of our bard songs. We're going to learn a few, actually, this episode. Please play some tunes. It might remind me of a song to teach you. And if you play 7 and 8 pianos, he'll teach you a different song with 7 pianos. And then if you play all pianos, the 8th, he'll teach you the 8th song. So, yeah, you won't get them until very late in the game. But, like I said, we're starting to collect our songs right now. So, yeah, we haven't played enough pianos yet to have him teach us a new song, but we did get our first one there, and we'll gain 2 more this episode, but not in this town. We got a few towns to visit. How are we going to visit them? Well, we'll find out in just a little bit. Let's talk with these people. This old man's so interesting. Tell us a story about the ruins again. Supposedly there are ruins of an ancient Lanka civilization on the western continent. Strangely enough, things have been excavated from the ruins there that have also been found on this island. Hey mister, what about the chocobo story? Tell it to these people. There's the inn. So, apparently this has a connection to the Lanka Society. But we don't know where the Lanka Society is. Well, let's grab some Phoenix Downs here. Might as well grab them here. If you're short on items, don't buy any more items here, because the next town we're going to go to has prices marked down by 50%. So, but they don't sell Phoenix Downs there, so not gonna get something there. Alright, let's head into the forest here. The Black Chocobo Forest. What is that? A chocobo? But it's a bit different. I'll catch it. And now it'll run off. You just run around here and just stand around, hit the A button, hammer it away, and eventually you'll be next to it when you hit the A button. There we go. Okay, this one's a black chocobo. So they weren't extinct. Well, let's see if you can fly. Go! There he is, he's taking off, and he's going to crash back down. Uh-oh, son, keep him from flying. Donk. Ouch. Work. Huh? Look. Faris is giving the chocobo the Heimlich maneuver when you're choking on something. Pieces of crystal? These must have been the ones that were sent flying in the explosion at Karnak. So that's why he couldn't fly. He had them stuck in his belly or his gizzard. The spirit of heroes that rest in the piece of the crystal. The bard and the hunter. So the hunter uses all those bows. The bard can use the harps. But we'll just keep the dagger with Faris. She will be our bard. Bards can probably put him in the back row, but since Faris has the guardian knife and the elf cape, we'll just keep her in the front, so. Alright. Now, up to the north there, to the northwest of where the Hiryu is, there's another village. That's the one we go to. You can't get to that village any other way. You need a black chocobo to get there. Black chocobos are like airships. They can actually fly over mountains as long as they're not the white peaked mountains. But unlike the airship, which only lands on grass, black chocobos only land in forest. So that'll prevent us from going to different places, such as the Lanka ruins that were kind of being hinted at. But of course, if we had the airship, we couldn't get to this place here, this village, because it's all surrounded by forest. Well, I think there was not that one little tile in the upper right there. But I just come here with the chocobo. We'll give Faris the magic ability. Now she can sing those songs, and the songs do different things. So, like that, and I'll go over the songs as I play them. But this is the village of Licks, huh? Angels! Oh my gosh, Angels is back. We'll learn that this is actually Angel's hometown. We'll get a little bit about Angel's past here. So, there's that heal spell we could have that we got in the castle. That Conic was exploding. Angels, you've been on such a long journey. Welcome back to your home. Stay as long as you like. Angels, you've come home. I've been waiting for so long. Would you listen to what I want to tell you when your journey is over? Hey, Angels, it's me. I wish you could play again, like back in the old days. This is one alone where Angels gets his fear of heights from. 9:10. Ready or not, here I come. And that's the little Angels right there. He'll never find me here. Good hide and seek place. But he stayed there all night, basically all day, all morning, into the night. But how's he gonna get down? Well, gravity. Uh-oh, he slept. Hey, somebody, help! So even though Angels is scared of heights, it's interesting that he was the first one who jumped on the black chocobo to fly it. I guess he got over it with the Hiryu. I remember that's how you became so afraid of heights. He was so innocent back then. I can't believe that now I'm studying to become a scholar. Your father did so much for us. I'll make things cheap. So yeah, you get everything here 50% off. The only new item that we want to get here is some ethers. They're pretty expensive, and we haven't been really using ethers, but might as well just grab them now. So, equipment-wise here, we don't need to buy anything, but I'll just show off what's here. It's basically like ninja equipment, the ninja knife, ninja shurikens, and ninja stuff to throw. And we already got all this armor here, so we're just going to leave out of here. Don't need any of that stuff. But we're gonna still talk with more of the people here. Get some more things. Ooh, can't get through that way. There's a bard living in your house now. Okay. Bard. We just got a bard ourselves. We got the bard job. You're the one who used to live here? There must be a lot of memories for you. Feel free to look around. So you can look around and stuff. You can't unfortunately interact with anything here, except that pink like music box there. So you go up to that, press the A button, and it brings back a scene. It brings back a memory. And that'll in turn will bring back a memory from the bard, and then he'll teach us our second bard song. Little Angels there. Is he asleep? Dear, are you going on a journey again? That guy kind of looks like the one guy who was with Galuf sealing the crystals, sealing X-Death. We'll learn more about that later. No, I'm not leaving. My spasms started to calm a bit, but I want us to live together as a family from now on. I know. Well, let's get to bed now. You need to get better. Thanks. Let me do one more thing I need to finish. Finish up the household chores. My daddy has to do his laundry. He has to fold his clothes and press some clothes. I'm lucky I'm a rat. I don't have to do any of that stuff. You're going, aren't you? So you were awake. Are you gonna go protect us from the bad guys again? Well, that's Daddy's job. Take me with you. You stay at the house with your mother, and you'll keep it a secret from her, okay? All right. Well, time for bed. Stella, you need to rest too. My daddy, he doesn't protect the world from bad guys. He edits manuals for the Coast Guard. Who kind of protects the world from bad guys, so I guess maybe indirectly my daddy helps protect the world from bad guys. He did when he was in the army. Stella! He was a public affairs specialist, a print journalist in the army. That's a pleasant melody. And it inspired him, and now we learn the charm song. The charm song can charm enemies in battle. That other song, the vitality song, that helps us regain hit points in battle. And over here we have a grave. Here rests Stella. We'll learn a little bit more about that. Just a second here. I'm going to stop at the inn. No way, Angels, you look so much more grown up. Because the inn is going to give us a free rest. That's why we didn't have to stay at the inn back at Crescent. So, nothing there. But we'll just stay at the inn, and this guy's gonna let it on the house, because, you know, hey, we're hometown heroes, I guess. And in the night, we will learn more about Angel's past. As you can see, his bed is unoccupied, and Faris is getting up to go check on him, trying to find him. Luckily, the village is really tiny, and she don't have far to go. There he is, over at the grave. What's wrong? Stella, remember, that's Angel's mom from that cutscene that we saw in Angel's old house. Here rests Stella. This is my mother. Huh? I was born in this village. My mother died when I was little. After that, I left on a long journey with my father. Then 3 years ago, my father became ill and passed away too. Angels. Dorgan and his beloved wife Stella rest here. So he just added that to the tombstone. Dad asked me to bury him with Mom. Dad was a strong man. A father. Is that a nice thing to have, Angels? Because, wonder who Faris' father is. Well, let's get back. We don't want the others to worry. And if we go back to that grave, we'll see that the script on it, the engravings, has changed back to what Angels put on there. Because before it just said that Stella rests there. Now it'll have that whole phrase that, you know, Dorgan and his beloved wife Stella rest here. So, Angels is good at, I guess, carving into headstones. Dorgan and his beloved wife Stella rest here. Well, that's it for now for all of that we can do here. But it's not all that we can do with our black chocobo. There's another village that we want to head to. We were kind of told about History Falls. That one kid in Jacol said that, hey, History Falls sounds like a neat place to visit. I'd love to see it one time. Well, if we head west of Licks there, we get these mountain ranges and we'll see some water, some rivers. We just follow the rivers through the mountains, and there is History Falls, and it's to the immediate east of History. Let's stop here at History and get some information. We live peacefully here, herding sheep. Item shop. What do I got here? Same thing as other places. So, like I said, we want to buy all our items basically in Licks because we get that 50% off. So, let's check if there's anything on at the inn. Sometimes there's people hanging out at the inn. Nope, nobody here. We don't need to stay at the inn because we just rested up. Which is good because kind of have a boss that we can encounter here, an optional boss. I was going around and around the flower bed and I found something nice. That's a clue to what we should do. We're going to see a flower bed in a little bit here. You seen the big waterfall to the east? Isn't it awesome? It's History Falls. Now the armor shop here only sells accessories, these rings, and they're very expensive. This guy over here is going to tell us what all those rings do. So fire absorbs flame, which means we get hit points back from that. Protects against cold, so cold won't deal damage, but we take extra damage if we get hit by water. Core, we gain hit points if we're hit by water. We don't take damage from flame, but we take extra damage from lightning. The earthquake blocked the road to the waterfall. It's so warm, it's surprising that some fronds are still here. So if you walk around the flower bed, a toad will appear. Like I said, it seems like a throwback to Final Fantasy III where we got the toad spell. We get a toad spell here now. And that'll fill up our black magic for our red wizards. Remember they had that one little open slot in black magic on the second level? Well, now we got it. It's toad spell. But unlike Final Fantasy III, we won't have to turn into a toad to get to certain dungeons. But we will have to rely on animals to get to certain places. Just like we're relying on the black chocobo to get us to certain places. We have to rely on one of those sheep up there to get our third bard song. This place just sells a bunch of time magic. We could have got that in Warris, but we don't have the time mage. A monster looks like an odd old man wanders as far to the east. He hits you with thunder. So that is Ramu, the thunder summon. You shouldn't talk to the sheep over there in the left corner. She kicks people often. All the other sheep just say ba. This sheep says ba too, but if we talk with her from behind, she kicks us. Donk. What attitude. Are you the ones who are on a journey to protect Crystal? Nope. I must have been thinking of somebody else. But let's tell them we are the ones. Then please take use of this song. It's a love song. It calms monsters' heart. Actually, that makes monsters lose their turn. And actually, one of the super bosses in the game, Omega, he's actually he's not immune to that spell. There's probably something hidden behind the waterfall. That's what my great-great-grandmother said. We're gonna learn there is actually a dungeon behind that waterfall, but we can't reach it right now. So. But what we can do is we can go explore the forest to the east to see if we can find that old man next time. Take care, have a good day, see you then. Bye.